As you can see, I'm on board a train. I'm travelling up to London, something I haven't done for a long time, although our house in England is not very far. We live near Guildford, so I have taken the train from Guildford, and it only takes about half an hour to get to London. It's very exciting, and I'm going to interview a few people on the same carriage and ask why they are going up to London. Why are you heading up to London today?
I'm going up to London today to meet some girlfriends for lunch because I live in the country and I used to live in London and I really miss seeing my girlfriends. So off we go. I live only half an hour away, so it's really convenient to go by train instead of having my husband as my chauffeur. He'd rather mow the lawn, I think. Anyway.
And where do you live in that case?
I live outside of Guildford, which is 34 minutes by train, I think.
Perfect. And you say you go to London regularly?
Yes, I usually go about twice a week because one of the days that I go to opera classes because my grandmother was the oldest opera member, I think, and she drove her family mad by going to every rehearsal and every performance. So I just thought, I wonder why she did that. So it's very interesting listening to someone who's very knowledgeable about why the opera was written and the music, but I don't sing opera. Occasionally in the bath I might.
Lovely. And what would you recommend to a French person coming to London? What should they really see?
I think I would say go to the Tower of London, definitely, and from there walk along the embankment to the church with a green spire, which is a copper spire, because that is full of Drake windows from my family, and Sir Francis Drake used to take his crew there to say their last prayers before they went around the world or on their trips, in case they didn't come back, which usually they didn't come back. So it was
And
great.
what's the name of that church?
It's called All Hallows Church, and it's small and charming. And then you can go and have coffee at Wetherspoons opposite.
Thank you so much for talking to me today.
Hi, I'm going up to London because I'm going to work. I live and work in London, but I was visiting my parents for the evening last night.
Lovely. And what do you do in London?
I work for Tesco. Yes.
There must be a lot of Tesco's. Whereabouts?
Yeah, so I work in Hammersmith. So I work for a company called dunnhumby, which is like their data arm. So they do the data for things like Tesco Club Card and stuff like that. Yeah.
Brilliant. And where do your parents live?
They live in Guildford. Yes.
And do you often come back?
Yes, I come back to see them maybe every couple of weeks.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
But actually now you're going back home, isn't it? You work there, you live in London.
I work and live in London, yes.
Where do you live in London?
I live in Homerton in Hackney.
Okay.
Yeah.
And same question as I asked the other lady. What would you recommend to a French person coming to London? What should they really see? What should they miss?
Oh, there's so much. I'd maybe recommend they go to Brick Lane Market. There's loads of amazing shopping and food. You could spend a really fun afternoon there.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me
No
today.
problem.
You're smiling too much for someone going back to work. Enjoy your job.
Yes. No, thank you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Hussein. I work for a payments company, so I'm going in for work. But we also have our summer party today, so looking forward to going to that later in the afternoon, and seeing some of my colleagues who I don't see as often now, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
Do you commute in that case?
Yeah, I commute. This is a bit late. Normally I commute a lot earlier.
Okay,
So
you
yeah,
live in Guildford and travel up.
yeah, I live in Woking and travel up for my job.
Okay, every day.
No, once or twice a week. I go up to Bank Station where
Yeah.
most of a lot of the companies are based.
Okay.
So yeah, work there.
And the rest of the time, were you working from home? In that case?
Yeah, 2 or 3 days a week I work from home, and yeah.
Perfect.
So yeah, just got nice balance. Yeah. Couple of days.
And what would you recommend seeing in London?
Yeah, so obviously there's a lot to do, of course, people know. I would suggest maybe doing the bus tour, hop on, hop off bus tour, which takes you through all the important places like the Parliament, Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, London Eye, all those things would be good. Yeah, I would also recommend trying a lot of interesting cuisines like Korean or Indian food or lot of burrito, and especially visiting some of the markets. So if you have time, do go to the Borough Market in London Bridge. They've got some amazing food stalls and options there. So I think it would be very nice.
And
Yeah.
today you said you're going to your company party.
Yes, it's in a hotel in Tower Hill. So actually, Tower is also a very good place to visit, with London Tower and the Tower Hill Bridge. But yeah, I'm going to a summer party in Tower Hill, overlooking the Tower Hill Bridge. So, yeah.
Well, have a great day.
Yeah.
Have a great party. Thank you so much for
Thank you. No problem.
You have just watched the little interviews I did on the train coming up to London this morning. What I didn't explain was my reason for coming to London, and that was to come to the cricket. So if you see behind me, this is the Oval cricket ground. Now, cricket is such an English game. I am Scottish. I have never quite understood the game, and I have never been to a cricket match. So finally my husband, John, who is English, persuaded me to come, and I'm here today with him and his sister, so my sister-in-law. So I'm going to ask her in a few minutes to talk to you a little bit about cricket and what the attraction is in the game. I've never quite understood it, but perhaps after Daphne talks to us, I will.
Hello Marjorie, I'm at the Oval in South East London, which is where Surrey are playing cricket against a county called Somerset. And I've been coming here for 15 years or so. It's a very relaxing day out.
Something has clearly happened there, Daphne, and
Yes,
sorry,
I think
can't tell me what happened there.
somebody's probably hit the ball quite hard, and somebody else is clapping them to say congratulations.
Okay, what it is that interests you about cricket?
The competition of one person to one person and a whole team at the same time, and also the fact that I can sit quietly all day.
Can you explain in a few words how the game of cricket is played?
Probably not in a few words, but it's really easy to learn. So don't be frightened. You might start by watching the 100 and work up to something for one day. And then there are 5-day games, which are really complicated. So start with the 100 and really enjoy it.
And would you recommend watching or playing, or both?
I think both. Cricket is one of the games that encourages women as much as it encourages men.
Okay. And just one last question. You are from London. What would you recommend to a French person visiting London? What should they visit?
Oh, I would want to go down to the O2 and walk over the top of the O2 and go on the London Eye.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for talking to me. Enjoy the game.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, as you can see, I'm wearing my coat. I'm having a cup of tea. It's windy and it's raining, and this is a typical English day at the cricket. A bit of sun and then a lot of rain. It's quite cold now, so I'm going to go inside. Bye.
So before you go,
Before I go.
tell us about the attraction of the game.
Yes, you can stretch your legs, you can walk around, you can chat to people, have a different view, and then wait for the rain to clear and go back and sit down on a nice wet seat.
Thank you very much, Daphne.
Absolute pleasure, Marge. I hope you've enjoyed your first trip to cricket.
Thank you. I still don't understand it.
Oh, I'm a hopeless teacher, not like you. You're good.
Let me try again another time. Thank you.
Bye.
You got it right, doesn't it?